Oh, Lord. My 7th grade social studies teacher, Mr. Herring, is spinning in his grave right now, folks. A key Trump cabinet official just humiliated the United States at a world conference by presenting an obviously fake map to his international peers. And it could cost someone his political future. In case you needed a giggle at Donald Trump's expense. And really, who doesn't? Or in case you needed further proof that these people are spreading stupid along with measles and diseased lettuce, well, get out your world atlas now, folks. Trump just got stung by the geography bee. Next on The David Reddish Show. Welcome to the show, beautiful viewers, and happy Friday. I am your host, taking a moment to thank all of you who have subscribed or hyped our videos to help get the word out about our show. We have too much fun on this show, and people are missing out. So thank you for helping to get the word out. Now then, I promise this story ends in a laugh, but it does begin with a sigh. We need to talk about AIDS for a moment, and how the Trump administration has hurt the overall global defense against HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. During his first term, Trump vowed to wipe out new HIV infections. In his second, this happened.
More children are being born with HIV across Africa, especially East Africa, because of the US aid cuts, which have left many pregnant women without access to the life-saving treatments they need.
We went down from about 30% transmission to 3% transmission, right? So that's all being done, but we still have those 3%, and we still know that people get positive during pregnancy, and then you have a HIV vertical transmission that happens.
And that is just one part of the crisis. Across the region, clinics are shutting down, and patients are having to skip their life-saving medications, which means they can build up drug resistance.
So yes, Trump's cuts, including the shuttering of USAID, have worked against his own project. But what do you expect from a president who has had multiple mini-strokes on camera? See our other videos for more on that health crisis, and the peril it places all of us in. Moving on. Despite the cuts to USAID and AIDS prevention healthcare here in the United States, the Trump administration continues to posture as though it wants to end the disease through posing. And as a queer person who grew up watching his community destroyed by the disease, as someone who still knows many HIV-positive people today, it sickens me. On the other hand, this is the Trump cabal, the American political equivalent of the show Jackass, complete with homoeroticism, so at least it's fun to point and laugh at them. Enter Secretary of State and malfunctioning Disneyland animatronic Marco Rubio, the nation's top diplomat and a frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination in 2028. This week, Rubio is in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil for AIDS 2026, a global conference devoted to confronting the disease. During his presentation, Rubio presented a map of Africa showing areas for annual program statements, that is, areas that could be helped by more funding. And the room had to stifle laughter. Look at this. The Daily Beast reports that the map Rubio used as the centerpiece of his presentation was completely mislabeled, misplacing every single country listed on the map. For example, Nigeria, the West African nation on the Gulf of Guinea, was placed in the Saharan Desert on the State Department's map. Mozambique, which is in southeastern Africa, was relocated to the Horn of Africa on the eastern side of the continent. And it went on like that. You would think that a man who has a job as one of the world's most important diplomats would have caught something like this, but the It's a Small World reject did not. I'm sure someone in the room had to stifle laughter, but never mind. Reuters further reports that an analysis of the map suggests it was created using janky AI. It features the watermarks of OpenAI, which, if Trump and Rubio were somehow also trying to promote the company, would seem to undermine their confidence in its efficacy. In a statement, the State Department said, quote, "We take full responsibility for the confusion and misrepresentation it caused for attendees, including our African partners," close quote. But isn't it great to know that whoever made this map was either too ignorant or just plain didn't care enough to make sure it was accurate before presenting it to the very countries it was profiling? Funny how that works, right? This gaffe probably will not be enough to derail little Marco's presidential campaign, not to mention his ambition, which knows no bounds. That said, I'm not sure he meets the height requirement to be president, even in those oversized elevator shoes President Liposuction gave him. Either way, everyone, this is for little Marco. Arms up, fingers pointed, and all together in international language, no less. Ha ha! I'm David Reddish.